What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Devy Royale YouTube channel. I am your host, Kevin Coleman, and on this episode of the Devy Royale 5, we're talking about a young quarterback transfer who I will not quit. I am not giving up on this young man. I still think that he has value, and I still think he can do well, and it's just one of those guys that I believe in his talent, and I think that he just got a kind of a tough slate going on at Tennessee, and that's our guy, Harrison Bailey. Harrison Bailey transferred to UNLV this season, finally, after he flirted with a few teams out there. He was flirting all around, but he ends up at UNLV. Now, Harrison Bailey was one of the best high school prospects to come out of high school 2 years ago, and he committed to Tennessee. At Tennessee, he just never found the right home, and he just never found that ability. He should have started as a freshman. Didn't happen. He looked good throughout. He was one of the most accomplished high school players in high school football in Georgia. Just didn't pan out at Tennessee for whatever reason. Coaching changed, obviously, after his freshman year. He came in, transfers took his job last year. We saw Hendon Hooker, even Joe Milton above him. He just didn't fit the system. So let's talk about kind of what he can be and what we see from him. And 6'5", 220, he's got that prototypical frame. You like to see that from a quarterback. You like to see that from him. He's a pocket passer, and that's kind of what he's going to be as a quarterback. So we know that. Now, I went to his 2020 season because that's when he got probably the most reps in terms of like his throwing and all that. 48 for 69, 70% completion percentage. He did everything that pretty well. 578 yards and four touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Now, what is he as a quarterback? So we haven't seen him that much. We're going to look at 2 different ways of him as a quarterback on this. I have some highlights from his high school and from the spring game and kind of from Tennessee. So when we look at kind of what he does well, he's got the size. He actually has very good mechanics. He's got arm strength. He can get the ball there because of his size, and he's got good touch. He's got good accuracy. There's a lot of things to like about Bailey. To me personally, I'm wondering in terms of like the things we can't see. So what's going on in practice? What is happening there that he just can't get on the field? He should have had plenty of times to get on the field, and that's the thing that kind of worries me is like, hey, he had all these other opportunities. Tennessee was a mess. He started those final 3 games over Jared Guantanamo. Why didn't he get out there? Obviously, Josh Heupel didn't like it, and there was a coaching change there, and we saw it because he represents all these things very well. When you look at him, what he does well, he has it. So for me, hey, what can he do? Okay, and where can he be mechanically? Can he get on the field and just show what he can? Because that's the key. He's got to get on the field, right? So if we watch what he kind of did in high school, so these are the things that we came out with high school. We know he played with Eric Gilbert, who has been having his own issues there, but you'll see it here. Gets it on the number, gets to the outside. He is that prototypical guy. Stands in the pocket, arm strength, touch, over the shoulder, right there to Eric Gilbert. Shout out to Eric Gilbert. I hope you're still playing sometime. Again, gets his feet set, gets it to his receiver. Like, these are the things that I think Bailey does really well. Stands in there strong, gets it there. It can float on him a little bit there. Now, I think that's where he meant to throw it there, but there are times when you notice kind of his arm strength is good, but there are times mechanically his senior year he did struggle a little bit. Hey, look at that dual threat. My guy Nelly will love that. So he's got that ability to extend plays. I wouldn't call him a dual threat. Gets it to the outside. He can make those throws to the numbers. Again, I like this about him. He can roll out. He's got the arm strength to get it to him, and it's just like, hey, can he get on that field? Right. That's I think the question mark. Gets set, gets going. Kind of where he's going to be. So that's him in high school, and he was one of the most accomplished high school players there. Now, here he is in the spring game. Again, these are the throws. This throw is a freaking NCAA Division I throw. People that hate on Bailey, I just don't quite understand it. He has the throws out there, right? Like this throw right here, stepping up in the pocket, getting into his receiver on a dime. That's an NCAA Division I throw. Like, these are things that excite me about Bailey as a prospect and always have excited me. Again, to the numbers, right there on the numbers, where it's supposed to be. These are the things that you like to see from Bailey. Gets on the outside. Obviously, he's wide open, but is able to score. I like those things about him. This is some game tape from him when he played. Again, sets it up, gets to the outside, on the numbers. Those are the type of things Bailey does well. Where can he be, at UNLV? So we're going to talk about that a little bit as we kind of watch the film here. UNLV is terrible. UNLV is one of the worst programs in college football. They have been for a very long time. Obviously, 2-10 last year, did not look great. So they're looking at him. Hey, can he come in and be that guy? So if you're looking at kind of who is going to be there, Cameron Fields there, Justin Rogers, Doug Brumfield's there. Tate Martell's not there anymore. If you remember Tate Martell, he's been playing college football with, it seems like 10 years, but he finally left. So we're going to be looking at a different kind of area. No quarterback last year threw more than 7 touchdowns for their roster. No quarterback threw more than 7 touchdowns. He's coming into the perfect area. So if Bailey can step up and be there against Idaho State, I mean, I know my good friend, good Christian on the Devy Royale, he said, I hope he throws for 7,000 yards. So do I. And when you're looking at his ADP Devy and C2C kind of going, he's probably going to go undrafted unless you're in a league with me. Then he's not going to go undrafted. But if you're in leagues, like he's going to go late in C2C. He's obviously not a Devy asset, but he will go late in C2C. And he's going to put up numbers. If he wins that starting job, I think he'll put up numbers. I think he's a sneaky play, especially in zero quarterback, if he's going to win that job and come in there. So I'm not giving up on Harrison Bailey. In Sin City, can he do it? I hope he can. Big fan of you, Harrison. I hope you can step up and be that guy at the UNLV offense. So we appreciate you guys for tuning in. Please check the link below for the podcast, the manifesto. We talked about the manifesto. Huge Devy guide for you guys that we're going to be adding content in monthly. So please be on the lookout for that. Other than that, we appreciate you guys. Hit that like and subscribe button.